This is Igbo Area
Here is a photo making rounds. Anambra governor's wife, Eberechukwu, donned Swarovski's crystal enriched $2,755 Gucci glasses at a funeral. She was spotted rocking her stylish Gucci sunglasses at a church service she attended with her husband. The beautiful woman paired the shades with a blue and off-white colored lace tailored to fit her body. With this, Mr. Obiano has joined the list of Nigerian politicians who give Nigerians once in a blue moon fashion statement. Gucci, Gucci, mama. Hey. Gucci, mama. Hey. Gucci, Gucci, mama. Oh, hey. This mama is called a Gucci mama. Hey. Man, do you know how much the Gucci material costs? Do you know how much that sunglasses cost? Now see the price. Wow, this woman knows how to dress fine. Wow. Ndi banyo na no. Oh. Anambra's traders ban daily prayers in markets. Anambra State Amalgamated Traders Association said it has placed a ban on daily and weekly prayers in market in the state. Chief Eberechukwu Obiano, who is the President General, made the disclosure while addressing Market Union Chairman and Secretary. He said the market general prayers would henceforth be held once a month. According to him, the prescription was necessary because of the alleged extortion and conversion of spiritual exercise to a political jamboree. He said the move became very necessary because they have discovered that some overzealous ones abuse this practice by extorting market men and women regularly of their hard-earned resources. Some have turned the prayers into a somewhat political jamboree, and this is not healthy for the system. That all market leaders are expected to meet with the traders and unanimously agree on a suitable date and ensure to observe the monthly prayers within a stipulated time between 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. Obiano frowned at the attitude of involving the police or Ministry of Trade and Commerce when issues that should be resolved within the market leadership arose. He said the traders should seek redress through the appropriate processes within the ambits of the Constitution when there were disagreements. He also condemned revenue racketeering, urging leaders of various market unions to duly remit revenues generated from their respective markets into the state government's coffers. Traders are also charged to pay their storage fees and other revenues promptly, warning those attempting to divert same to desist forthwith or fished out and prosecuted accordingly. The camps of former Imo State Governor Rochas Okorocha and state's current governor Emeka Ihedioha admitted each other's claim about what happened to a section of the Freedom Park built by Okorocha's administration. The park adjacent the Imo State Government House is one of the most popular recreational centers in the southeastern state. There's a feeling that the demolition was ordered by the new Imo State Governor Emeka Ihedioha. But Ihedioha's special assistant on news media, Eberechukwu Obiano, said that the fountain was not destroyed by anyone. Obiano said the fountain came down on its own. He said that people should disregard the rumors that the current governor has been going about demolishing structures of the past governor. Ever since the Economic and Financial Crime Commission, EFCC, swung into confiscating and marking properties owned by the former governor, Okorocha, there has been a disagreement between the two camps. But the former governor insisted his administration did well for the state, saying that the EFCC activity is a witch hunt. In the media, there are claims that students were harassed when the EFCC swooped into action. So they said the schools are in recession. It couldn't have been possible. An EFCC spokesperson said the commission has pictorial and video evidences which put a lie to the claim that the Rochas Foundation was allegedly raided by EFCC while in session. He said this could not be so because the school was not in session and could not have its students harassed as was fed by some online media. Meanwhile, there is a protest in Imo over alleged slapping of Okorocha's daughters. Hundreds of women started protesting after the alleged slapping of the daughter of Senator Rochas Okorocha by a member of the recovery of government properties set up by Governor Emeka Ihedioha. The women assembled at a place called Rochas Foundation Office along Okigwe Road at about 10:59 a.m. That was on Friday. They said that they will be marching to Imo State Police headquarters to submit their petition against the government on the slapping drama. They said tension was heightened in the state as there could be a counter-protest. It's like another group planning to do their own protests. Some people see these things as politically motivated. Please, we'd like to know your take on these matters. Police arrest 2 for alleged vandalization, disruption, airport construction in Ebonyi. The Ebonyi State Police Command has confirmed the arrest of 2 persons whose identities were not disclosed for allegedly vandalizing machines procured for the construction of international airports by the state government. The State Commissioner of Police, Awotunde Awosola, said the 2 suspects hailed from Amazu community in Ezza South local government area of the state. The Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on the airport project, Honorable Joseph Nwobasi, noted with regret that the unknown person had broken the glasses of some of the machines with stones. Nwobasi said that the machines were kept under the custody of some residents of Amazu community, but when they could not explain how the damage came about, the 2 persons were arrested. He said that the project, when completed, will provide job opportunities for the people of the area and attract investors into the state. He said the project is realizable in the sense that the drawing and clearing is ongoing. He said, as I'm talking, the bulldozers are in the site. It is not a paperwork, it is a feasible project. The land for it is a vast one, and the location is part of Ezza South and Ezza North local government areas. But the largest part of the airport land is in Ezza North. Actually, there was a protest some time ago, but after that, they said we called a meeting of the traditional rulers in Ezza land. The traditional rulers disowned whoever was involved in the protest. So for now, there is no problem. On daily basis, he said he visits the site with the surveyors and enumerators. So he said, we have let the issue of protest to rest. Ebonyi will gain a lot from the international airport. It's going to put Ebonyi name on world map. It's going to engender rapid development in the state and attract foreign investors from far and near. He said investigation is still ongoing. Even the local government has been contacted. So all hands are on deck to make sure that the perpetrators are arrested. The process of compensating the owners of the land is also ongoing. The enumeration had been concluded, which is one step. The next level will be to compensate those affected. But you should know that the development cannot take place in the air, but in the land, he stated. Of course, you've heard the latest. The other time, Sowore met with Anambra, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, in America. They discussed about how to move things forward, though the 2 of them were seeing it from different angles. Sowore said he wants to start a revolution that will put things right in Nigeria. He said the discussions will be ongoing till they arrive at something. Now, most of us would have heard the latest. There is a campaign to free Sowore. And here, this one by Eberechukwu said Buhari must free Sowore. That tells you Sowore has been arrested. The former Minister of Education and activist Eberechukwu has called on President Muhammadu Buhari to release the presidential candidate of the African Action Congress, AAC, in the February 2019 presidential election, Omowole Sowore, immediately. I said operatives of the Department of State Services, DSS, in the early hours of Saturday arrested Sowore, who is also the convener of the Revolution Now protest. Sowore posted a distress tweet at exactly 1:25 a.m. with an eyewitness confirming that his phone was forcefully taken from him. Eberechukwu, reacting to the development, said all well-meaning Nigerians should stand with Sowore and defend his constitutional right and freedom to protest any matter of governance that worried him. He said Sowore's convening of the citizens to protest poor governance through the revolution now is constitutionally guaranteed. If our Nigerian President Muhammadu Buhari and the federal government and AFCON are not completely out of touch with the reality of distress of majority of the citizens of this country, they would handle Sowore's right to convene revolution now wisely. Many of us, his fellow officers of the citizens, stand with him. I therefore join the voices of all well-meaning Nigerians to ask Buhari to free Sowore now. AFCON ought to know that they cannot sustain the unconstitutional habit of repression against citizens' rights. All these persistent acts of the Nigerian president to shrink the public space with rabid level of intolerance for dissension will surely fail, she said. China begins exports of second-hand cars to Nigeria. This move is part of the country's reach for global car market boom. Nigeria will be getting a batch of 300 cars in the first export sale. China has started the export of fairly used cars to Africa, Asia, and Europe, with Nigeria as one of the places that will be getting the first batch of 300 cars. It should be noted also that China, until now, has never been involved in the sale of used cars abroad. So this market strategy could be seen as a way to benefit from the global car market boom. The boom has an estimated 39.3 million vehicle sales in 2017, which beat the 17.1 million new vehicles sold within the same year. Another thing worth of note is that used vehicles imports in Nigeria accounted for 80% sales in 2016. The statement from China's ministry also observed the huge growth opportunity in the global sale of second-hand vehicles. Already, the National Automotive Design and Development Council of Nigeria had warned that Nigeria cannot afford to continue to import components of automobiles, considering its economy and population. Jelani Aliu, the Director General of NADDCA, on the Wednesday, April 24th in Abuja, said the Auto Council has been vigorously pursuing local content development to stem importation of auto components. Please, we'd like to know your contributions towards this. Henry Onyekuru weds his baby mama in Benin City. Super Eagles and Galatasaray forward Henry Onyekuru was celebrated after concluding his traditional wedding with his partner. The traditional wedding took place in Benin City, Edo State, as the Everton forward tied the knot with his partner, who he had a son with. Wow, see pictures. Somebody tweeted, at Henry's Onyekuru got eye, not just for goals. He's got also like other at NG Super Eagles players for their spouses. One word for this couple as they get married today in Benin, that particular day in Benin. Congrats to the Onyekurus. Now that the player's wedding has been sorted, Onyekuru will concentrate on his football career in the coming weeks. Onyekuru enjoyed a brilliant season while on loan at the Turkish club Galatasaray from everyone, where he scored 14 goals in 30 leagues appearances. He also notched the winning goal in a title decider against Istanbul Başakşehir, helping Galatasaray to the league title in May and won the Turkish Cup. The player is a member of the Super Eagles team that finished third at recently concluded 2019 Africa Cup of Nations AFCON in Egypt. Thanks for watching Igbo Area TV. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also click the bell icon. Like our Facebook page. Join our Facebook group. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Bye for now.